Let's cut some fucking grass.
Welcome to Into the Green podcast. I'm your host, BJ Wallace, and with me is the man of the minute. It is William Harford from Rosebud Mowers and Chainsaws. We've got mower merch, and now I'll let him explain. The new kid on the block. Take it away, William Harford.
Oh, I'm a sucker for punishment, right? Like, I just love to work as much as humanly possible. Like, last time I was here, I was like, yeah, we're just releasing a GPS tracker brand, which is going strong, by the way. And
Nice.
in the background, we've just been working on our own brand of mowers for probably I don't know, in the background quietly for probably 2 or 3 years.
Fuck, I forget Allied Tech. Is Allied Tech a part of mower merch, or is it part of MowTech Industries?
Allied Track's a company by itself, actually. It's I'm actually just a
Holy
partner
fuck,
in it.
Will.
Yay!
Busy, mate.
That's actually got 4 partners, like me, Nicole, and then a couple of friends are in on that as well. So it's not such a burden on me,
Oh.
which is lovely.
You can just palm a few things off here and there.
Pretty much. Yes.
That's
Exactly.
mad. Well, tell us why you're here, man. You got an exciting announcement for everyone. I'm sure people have seen bits and pieces, but give us the thick of it. People are here. They want to know, what are we doing?
Well, obviously, if you've been keeping an eye or if you've been to my shop, you've seen a few prototypes laying around. Like, we've definitely been working on this for a long time. And it's totally true. Like, I've just wanted to create something for so long. I also needed to be really careful, right? Because everybody says, "Oh, everybody's gonna get really pissed off with you." Uh, I don't want people to get pissed off with me. I don't want to lose face with my suppliers like Skag and Cox and Wright, But I also want to create something for myself, a brand that I don't know, is just a bit of me in it. I guess, is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
So,
It's hard, man. It's hard when you're bringing out something like this, not to piss a few people off.
I think so, yeah. But I don't know, it just is what it is, it's something that I'm pretty passionate about. I mean, you're passionate about this industry, I'm passionate about this industry, so it was sort of like a natural progression for us to do it, I guess, is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And you've known about this for a long time too. Like, this has been no secret to you, which has been pretty cool.
Well, that's one thing that I am good at. I'm good at keeping secrets. I have many in my secret bank.
Yes.
Because it's not my business to know, but if someone does tell me something like what you did, I feel it's in a privileged position, and I shouldn't abuse that by fucking letting everyone know everyone else's business. I know shit that would turn people fucking green right now. It's insane. So, it's cool, man, and I appreciate the fact that you let me in on a secret that I couldn't fucking tell anyone for years.
Yeah, well, these things don't happen overnight, man. Like, I remember talking to a couple of other suppliers about, how they build and change products. And there's a few importers in the country that are just amazing at it. If you look at Cox Industries, the way they had to completely redesign their entire business, when manufacturing was getting so hard in Australia. You look at PLP or Power Lawn products, they're revolutionizing different products here in Australia. And the way that they take a product that they, I guess, find from a supplier overseas, they completely reverse engineer it and they make it suitable for our standard. I've taken so much from people like that and really tried my hardest to create something that is suitable for our environment. So, as much as they're amazing suppliers, I've taken so much from them and I guess just used their experience to build something of our own. Like the 32 Stander, 36 and 42, they are nowhere from where they started when you first heard about them.
Yeah.
When we first got our actual first prototype, it was an actual bucket of shit.
Well, I mean, look, it is it was a standard, just a unit that was the bare bones, really, wasn't it?
Correct, yeah. A lot of, it's no secret to people, right? We have produced this mower in China, right? That's the only way we can get it at that price point. Is definitely not
Yeah.
coming out of the States, right? So let's be honest. If anybody's wondering, yes, definitely coming out of China, people. But the way
Yeah.
most things start in China is like just a bare bones product that they've created. They don't really know anything about, you know. And then you get someone like me or other suppliers that do it, and you take it, you reverse engineer it, and you create a product that is actually suitable. That's the way it actually works.
Well, can you take me a bit about the process you're talking about? Like, obviously, wait, we should just start from scratch. Now, some of my listeners might know what you're on about, but some of them might not. So, what have you got coming to market
So we've got
in 15 hours, 23 minutes, and 58 seconds as of right now?
yes, that is tomorrow day.
You shit yourself a little bit.
Oh man, it's scary. Like it is scary. Like it's a big deal for us, man. Like it's putting your house on the line scary, right? It's a
Yeah.
lot of money to invest. But yeah, so we created our own brand of stand-on mowers. So our first product launch will have 32, 36, and 42 inch stand-ons. And we've kind of done a bit of a backflip on the industry and priced them pretty savagely. So 32 inch for 9,999 on your pre-order. We are taking pre-orders out tomorrow because they're not actually in the country yet. It's actually free delivery. Will be free delivery to your local depot. If you want to pay it for tailgate to your house, you can too as well. So
Nice.
it's pretty good.
So when are you expecting them in the country? That
So
might
the
be
products,
a fucking roundabout question because shipping is never a sure thing, really, is it?
it's gotten better than it was through COVID. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Um, it was the product was actually meant to be done about a month ago. Um, but I had some personal dramas going on, just with life, business, everything like that. So we sort of had to put the project back a month, which kind of sucks because it means that they're not going to be here essentially this year. They are ready to ship at the moment, but anybody who knows anything about shipping times, you do not want to ship this time of year and try and get it before Christmas because you're paying double for a container, and the reliability
Yeah.
factor this time of year is horrendous.
Yeah.
So you don't ship. If I was to put it on a ship today, it would be here, let's say, third week of December. Bad idea. You pay way too much money
Yeah.
for it, and it doesn't happen.
Have
So
you
the
got a
actual
storage facility for all of them? I'm guessing it's not like one or two mowers. I'm sure
no,
you've got a couple coming.
it's a 40-foot container. Yeah.
Yep.
So the first order is a
Nice.
40-footer. So there is I don't know, like 40 mowers in that.
Fuck. That's
Ye-
that's some heavy. Is there a lot of assembly when they come to market or come to Australia, or is it just like basically crate them out and pop a few bits and pieces on and away she goes?
Definitely not. So we produced them that way basically because again, like it's difficult to get a mower at that price in this country, right? So we've
Yeah.
definitely had to put the hard yards in to try and keep that cost down. And to keep that cost down is getting as many into a shipping container as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough.
Anybody who knows outdoor power equipment industry knows that, like shipping is a killer because we're just on an island. Actually, well, anything, not just outdoor power equipment. Um, so in order to get that many into a shipping container, you've got to stack them and they've got to be somewhat disassembled. So long story short is they will require a fair bit of assembly and pre-delivery from our end. But I also think that's a really positive thing because that means we get to put our hands and our tools over the whole machine before we hand it over to our customer.
Very true. Very true.
So yeah,
That's pretty cool. Nice. Awesome, man. Well, that's fucking sick. Like, it's not every day a new brand completely comes to market, especially one that I know the person personally bringing it in. So, like, at the end of the day, man, like, why did you do it? Like, is it just because you wanted something of your own? Like it just seems like every time I've spoken to you, you're thinning on top a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not one to talk, but it's been a lot, bro. I've definitely been following your journey behind the scenes. So, is it just the fact that you wanted something that's yours in the market, or is it the fact that you think there is a want for a price point stander?
Look, to be quite honest with you, I definitely want to create something of my own. I love working with the brands I work with. Like, don't get me wrong, the relationships that I have with the brands are phenomenal. Like, I honestly, it's part of the reason why I keep doing this is just because I love the people that I work with. But I also just wanted something for myself, and I wanted to be able to create something for myself. However, the driving force behind the product is I've been doing this a long time now, and the US dollars, things are getting more expensive, the prices are going up, and things are generally becoming a little bit more unaffordable for people. Um, and people that would want to buy a stand on can't justify it, or they compromise and they go with more of an entry level zero turn, or even like a 30-inch Toro, for example. Something that, if everybody could justify spending, let's say, between $15,000 and $20,000 on a stand on, it wouldn't be a problem. But people who want that just can't justify it, and so they are compromising with lower products like entry level zero turns or domestic lawn tractors or 30-inch mowers. That's the market that we're trying to captivate, is the guys that want to get into the market but can't.
Yep. I know there's a couple of other products out there that obviously aren't similar to yours because they probably have had zero testing. Like the paddock have a stand on, and like
Do
that
they?
is that's a bare bones machine. Like that one. Have
Do they
you
actually
like? Yeah, they have a sit down too.
they have a
Yeah,
stand on?
I'm pretty
Get
sure they
out.
have a stand on.
No.
Look, I'll Google it right now while we're chatting. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen it, and it's yeah, it's
I mean, it
not
wouldn't
not
surprise
a
me. They just do everything,
not
those
a
little
super
things.
cute machine. They don't really fucking want to play in our space. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a paddock stand on machine. I haven't. Well, I can't fucking find it. Well, I know they've got sit downs. Oh, look, now I can't fucking find it. Whatever. Fucking paddock.
Yeah, I'm Googling. I need to know. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'll try to Google. You Google it on your end.
Yeah,
You got a
zero
fucking
turn's
computer in front of
disgusting. Look at that thing. Ugh.
you.
What is
Yeah, they're
that
very
thing?
bare bones. Do they have a stand on that website?
No, they don't. No, no. But who knows? Like, could
Yeah. Okay.
become that
Oh,
their
maybe I
mowers
just
actually.
saw.
The
Yeah.
company that makes paddock machinery is a company called Speedy. They've got another long-winded Chinese name, but it's actually one of the first companies I spoke to many years ago about producing a
Yeah.
product. There's actually,
True.
surprisingly, there's not that many manufacturers of mowers in China, like as in proper quality ride-on mowers or zero turns. There's only about four, and three of which will not even talk to you because they're so locked up with other manufacturers. I'm not going to give those names away because people will get pissed off with me. But there's three of them that are completely locked up with manufacturers in the country already. So it
Nice.
leaves like a minimal margin for any
Yeah.
new manufacturer to come into play. So
Well, I'm sure that's the same with battery gear. Like a lot of companies all use the same. Like Globe is just pumping
Globe's
out shit
massive.
for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
So did you so you went to China, you did your due diligence and you've gone through their factories and had a squeeze.
yeah, 100%.
Obviously I called you when you were at the airport. Just
Was I
one
coming back or was I
random
going?
I have no idea, man. I think I had a fucking problem or something. I needed to buy something and I couldn't find it on your website.
Uh,
Something.
I,
There's always
I,
something, mate.
I think Benny Vandergeesen rang me and I was sitting in an airport in China, just like roasted off my face. I was so tired. Just blasting me with 1,000 questions as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, speaking of Benny, are you going to have a Catch Pro fitment for the new standards?
yes, we are. Just waiting. He's
Yeah.
in Vanuatu at the moment.
Yeah, he is. He's mad at me because I didn't go.
fuck, I want to go.
I got dirt to dig and fucking backyards to renovate. So yeah, couldn't go. It's I can't really go out at this time of year. It's really just starting to peak now. So we've had some good things happen. I spent the first half of spring shitting myself because we were getting zero rain and yeah, it just I think the last lot of rain we had was Expo, and then all of a sudden it's just fucking guns
Skies are
blazing.
open.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's good. But yeah, well, it would have been so good if they were here for the kickoff. But the fact that you're doing like pre-sales, you're getting people around the idea of a new, and well, it's not an entry level. It's advertised as commercial, so I'm guessing it's a commercial machine, a commercial
It's
spec.
it's a hard boundary to really quantify as far as like a mower goes because you've got to really look at the specs of the machine. I would call it an entry level commercial machine, which is all that a stand on mower essentially needs to be, I guess, in
Yep.
that size range. I will specify in that size range. Probably anything bigger, right? You're looking at more of a commercial quality machine. So like that 48, 52, 61, you're probably going to want to step up to a more commercial machine. And that's across any brand, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're running awesome components, and we definitely we didn't rush this process. Like I wanted this to market a year ago. Like we were in the States together at Equip
Yep.
Expo, and I was like, yeah, this is getting done. And then I just had to stop and go, no, it's just not ready. Like I need to put more time into this. Um, I had that amazing experience getting to meet the factory owner at Equip Expo. Like that was a big game changer for me because the Chinese, they're very face value people, right?
Yeah.
They don't take you seriously unless you give them fucking 200 grand or like you meet them face to face. Like Chinese, man, like they are all about face. Wow. Like
Yep.
huge learning experience for me. So it was awesome to get him to meet him at the Equip Expo because that changed everything for me. But as far as specs go, like engine option, maximum air filtration, like you know the drill. Like you got to
Yeah.
have it.
I know.
It's just critical. Oil temps, critical. Got to keep them down. So if you can keep air and oil temperature down, you've got a motor that's going to survive forever, which is what we've done. We went for high horsepower, so we're not just running it through its ringer all the time.
Yep.
Again, more horsepower, the better. The engine's not working as hard all the time. Air filtration, oil temperatures, engine capacity, it all counts. And the transmissions, obviously, being Hydro Gear, they're 2800s, like the same transmission you would find in Hustler Raptors or SD Raptors, Skag Liberty Zs,
Yep.
Gravely's.
Charge
Like they're,
pumps?
yeah, with charge pumps, 100%. I was very specific on that. Um, so that's a proven transmission, right? You're getting 1500 to 2000 hours out of those transmissions.
Yeah.
Um, so you start looking at all those components and you would rate it definitely like entry level, if not commercial, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. The other important thing for someone like me who chucks a lot of hours on machines, now serviceability is a big one for me. So, how many grease points? I'm assuming it's not going to be like a Walker with
1000.
38,000 grease points and all the bits and pieces. But I've been lucky enough to check out the website early and I watched your video, so I know that your aluminium spindles, they're not serviceable, but
No.
you say in the video that it's easier to change bearings than to wear that cost of a serviceable spindle. Is that am I right in saying that?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, again, it's a cost factor, okay? When you're looking at a price point mower, um, everything comes into play from shipping to engine options to transmissions. Everything comes into play. Now, aluminium spindles have been around forever. To be quite honest with you, everybody uses them. The
Yeah.
reason why I chose aluminium spindles was because we've been running Ali spindles on Skag Liberty Zs for years. And on average, you get about anywhere between, let's say, 300 hours and 600 hours out of your bearings if you're looking after it. I mean, by that I mean not leaving wet clumps of grass to go into and soak into your bearings. You're not hosing down your machine all the time. Water ingress is the most important thing with a spindle. If you can keep the water
Yeah.
out, you'll have a spindle that lasts forever.
Yeah. So are those housings quite high off the deck as well? So they're not sitting like close to the deck. They're sitting a little bit higher, so you don't get that, water off the deck will wash into them.
They're definitely higher. And another thing that we've also added is an extra cover that goes on the top to keep the moisture out. Again, you can't have a spindle that sits too high off your deck because then it affects your pulley height, and your pulley height will
Yep.
then affect how high your deck can come up. And again,
Yep.
as you know, with guys loading trailers, you really need a minimum of 4.5
Yeah.
to 5 inch clearance at full
Yeah.
height. So you've got to be careful.
What
Like
if you
all
got a
these
12
factors
meter
come
ramp?
in. Oh, clip a ramp and just go backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely one of those things that you don't want to get hung up on a ramp at all anytime, because it's a big worry. It's happened to
It's
me a couple
huge,
of
mate.
times where I forgot to put the deck down. I mean, put the deck up, and I've just fucking gung hoed it straight up a ramp, and I've got hung up, and I've almost done a cartwheel off the side. So I definitely I definitely think that's a good feature.
Yeah.
Belt path. So did you muck around with the belt path, or is that pretty much come how it was?
The 32 is pretty good. Like it's pretty simple belt path. Only one thing
Yep.
we really changed with the belt path from standard was we went to a far larger idler. And I mean, this thing is fat, boy. Like it's huge. It's like
Yeah.
a 3 inch wide idler almost. Like it's fucking massive. And that we only went to that because of the variety of cut heights that Australians mow at. You won't find it on an American mower because they don't mow in the variety of cut heights, with the exception of a V-Ride XL with their dual pulley situation, um, which is also pretty cool. The idler is really, really wide, and we've built the frame of the mower to suit that so it can adjust height and you're still getting your maximum height in lift. The 36 has got a bit of a weird belt path with an extra pulley, but we added that in purely because we went to a B section belt on the 36, both 32 and 36, but we were finding under heavy loads that we're having a bit too much belt slip, so we did go to an extra pulley that made it more reliable, less friction, less heat, and more reliability. So we definitely mucked around with it to make it super reliable for sure. Yes.
Very cool. You mentioned cut heights. Now that's very important to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So cut heights, what have you got standard, and what can you get down to with? So can you adjust the deck?
Yeah.
I'll let you answer all these questions. I've got tons of questions because new machines. I want to know all about it.
Yeah, for sure. So we that's another thing that we changed from the original prototype was how you adjust the deck and how you pitch it. It's adjustable in all four corners, just like most commercial machines. You can cut as low as you want, so you can cut down to dirt. We do have an excessive amount of scalp wheels. We have three, two on the rear, one on the front.
That on the 32.
Yeah, it's on the 32. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
we were finding with a lot of brands that they were having a lot of digging in issues, and also the bottoms of the decks were being very worn and
Yep.
quite damaged early hours. I was doing a lot of welding repairs to a lot of smaller deck machines with no scalp wheels. So people can take the scalp wheels off the 32, 36. I don't really care. I've just added them because I think it saves the deck, the edge of the deck from wear.
Yep.
Cutting down as low as you want, we will have spacer options to suit whatever cut heights you want. So 1 inch standard to 5 inches is pretty much roll off.
Very cool. So you're just running standard size blades. There's nothing quirky about the blades. They're not got the star pattern in the middle. They're just standard blades.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So the 32, 36, the 32 will run 16.5, 5/8 center hole. 36 is 18-inch blade with a 5/8 center hole, and the 42. Don't ask me right now because I forget. I'm pretty sure the 42 off the top of my head is a Toro blade, maybe.
Okay, and it's just a 2-blade system, not a 3?
On the 42?
Yeah.
I can't tell you that. Secret.
Oh, shit! Got you on here fucking trying to get all the good stuff out of you, mate. All right, well, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. So,
sorry.
when are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me in 15 hours and something minutes?
Pretty much. Yeah.
God damn it! I mean, this isn't coming out till Monday, so.
Yeah, but you have to wait.
Oh, fair enough. Got to keep some cards close to your chest.
It will be a little bit.
That's pretty cool, man.
The 42 will be a bit of a surprise, and it was a big decision for me to make what type of blades like setup we were going to put on it, but I think it's going to work pretty sick.
Okay, fuck yeah. All right, so we've talked about heights, blades. Now, what about mulch kits? Have you got yourself a mulch kit that you can put on each size, or is that something that's going to come down the track?
Mulch kits we haven't messed around with at all, and purely because people don't really want dedicated mulch kits. Probably, oh man, I'm going to say pretty hefty, like people generally don't want a full-blown mulch kit on their mowers, probably 90% of the time. There's a 10% of weirdness out there. And the reason why I say that is only because like companies like Catch Pro with the Pro Shield, companies like Grass Flap that we sell, people want the versatility of being able to open and close them, catching. They don't want to have to unbolt and bolt on a whole mulch kit. So we'll have obviously a Catch Pro bolting on straight to the side, Grass Flap being able to go on, Pro Shield being able to go on. Yeah, there's too many better options in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No, I totally get it. Like I don't run mulch kits. I've never run a full mulch kit before. I've only ever used a deflector shield or, like a Pro Shield or an advanced shoot. Something just basic so I don't KO anyone down the road, and I can still get a fairly decent mulch if I'm running mulching blades with one of those options. But it's just me thinking outside the box, thinking maybe what else have you got that you might have planned for the machine? Have you got any other accessories?
To be honest, not really. So the machine is basically coming in as the machine, right? We find that support-wise for aftermarket stuff, it's already pretty good here. And I don't really think like lighting kits and catches, and it's all here. It's all ready to go. I don't really think there's many other accessories. The only one that I don't know if I should talk about it yet because it's not finished, which will be it's going to be a type of blade setup that you wouldn't traditionally see that will be able to be bolted onto the machine. Cryptic, yes, but deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet. All right. I'm thinking, can I guess? Like maybe it's a dual blade system like a Walker?
Very similar. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, boy. I know what's going on. No, that's mad, man. One thing I forgot to ask before when we were talking a bit about specs was ground speed. So it's got the T2800s. What's that give it? Like a ground speed of like 11, like 9 to 11? Because I'm not sure. Because sometimes on a stander, it drops the speed a little bit from gearing and things like that. So
we've got adjustable speed control. Do you remember years ago when Benny had what's the Spartan called? The
KG.
The KG, and he's just like, this thing doesn't go fast enough, and just drilled an extra hole and moved the whole thing forward.
I do remember that.
Yeah, super gangster. Fuck, I love that guy.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was that was classic.
Yeah, classic. It's not fast enough. So we've got that front bar we actually made adjustable.
Okay.
So obviously, most stand-ons are limited by the movement between your hand grips and how far it goes forward, right?
Yeah.
No, ours is no different, I guess, except that front bar that limits how far the lap bar can go forward is actually adjustable. So
Okay, cool.
if you want to limit the speed for your workers, you can actually dial it right back.
Yeah,
Um,
that's really good. Like a
and if,
learner.
yeah,
That's how you should define it. You should put like a learner
loser.
and then a P plate in the middle and then an open license at the top.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Cheeky little decals on molemerch.com.au.
fuck, check it out.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's mad. So who designed all the decals?
Now, do you honestly have to
You?
ask, mate? No,
Did
it's
you
not
or
me. No.
did Nicole do it all? Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah, mate.
Um,
I know how to put two pieces of metal together and fix some shit. But she's like the artist, man. She's the brains. You
Mate,
know,
she'd be proud of me. I built a website. I built my own website for TBL property maintenance.
sick.
I
That's
did it
good.
all
It's
by
not easy.
myself.
I don't know how you guys do it.
Oh, to be honest, I have no idea how I did it. I just think it was a fluke. I deleted it accidentally the first time I did it, so I had to do it again. Thanks,
That is
GoDaddy.
that is incredible.
Oh man, that's yeah, no, that's mad. So is there anything else you can tell me about it that we haven't covered yet? Like I know the engines are, they're Chinese engines. They're not like is it the Lonsin family? Like same factory, same everything?
Not the same factory. So Zongshen is a Chinese manufacturer. They're
Yep.
massive, and I mean like massive, man. They are everything in China. They are, those little three-wheeled tuk-tuk things you see everywhere.
Dude, I just had tuk-tuks in my brain right then when you were talking about it. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, they make all of that sort of stuff. Like when we went to China a couple of months ago, I was like, oh, Zongshin, like everywhere. Like I just thought they made engines. Nah, man, they make everything from
Yeah, okay.
e-bikes to motorcycles to scooters to freaking three-wheeled trikes that would scare the shit out. They make everything.
Did they
Um,
try and sell you an EV version when you were over there?
I've actually asked them to work on it. It is on the, but like anything, mate, the Chinese, they want quantity.
Yeah, it's 100%
So,
true.
if you go to them and say this is what I want, they go, well, how many do you want us to make? And I go, one for a prototype. They go, nah, we want a guarantee of like 50 mowers.
Yeah.
So you got to have commitment, right, or money behind you. Um,
Yep.
so the Zongshen family has been around for years, I guess, like producing engines. Companies like Rover, Cub Cadet, MTD, they've used them. They still use them. They're in a lot of their tractors. Cox Industries is now the distributor and the warranty agent for Zongshen. So that's another amazing thing. I've already entered into an agreement with Cox Industry as far as warranties go. So
Okay. Nice.
if I ship one of these mowers up to you, for example, and the engine goes pop, essentially you can take it to any Cox dealer because any Cox dealer is a Zongshen warranty agent, and it can be checked over
Yep.
for warranty purposes. And we all know, like Cox Industries, what 90% of dealers in the country are Cox.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, 100%. So
Um,
while we're talking about warranties and stuff, like so can anyone take their machine to a Cox dealer or any sort of dealer if they want to get it serviced and things like that? Or do you think you'll eventually have a selection of actual dealers that run your brand, your MowTech brand?
that's a hard question, right? Because you look at like Kawasaki, for example. Well, anybody with a GA account is a Kawasaki agent, right?
Yeah.
Um, so technically, like anybody with a Cox account is a warranty agent for Zongshen.
Yep.
It's whether the dealer wants to look after it or not. That's up to them. I've sort of said to myself and Nicole and other people have inquired about it. Oh, what do we do for warranties? What do we do for product support? Right? Because essentially the brand is a drop ship model right now. We drop ship it
Yes.
to you, and I guess the answer to that is like if you do have engine issues or transmission issues, you are backed up by a really large dealer network for that engine. Obviously, with GA Spares taking acquisition of the Hydrogear warranty side of things in Australia. Anybody with a GA account can do the warranties on hydrogear transmissions.
Yep.
So it's up to the individual dealer. What I would promise to people that if you do have an issue with your mower or servicing or anything like that, talk to your local dealer, a dealer you already trust and know, and go, hey, you know, I've got this mower. Would you mind looking it after me or looking after it for me? I'm happy to make contact with that dealer, talk that dealer through anything they need. They'll get great markup on parts and they'll get above industry warranty rates. That's one thing that, you know, I've learned in this industry is when I do warranty work, I get paid fuck all.
Yeah.
So we will pay basically what your workshop labor rate is. And we'll form relationships with dealers in order to look after those machines. Like I'm happy to do that. You know, I want to support this brand.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just getting the network of, you know, dealers behind the brand. And if, look, I'm assuming that you haven't just looked at stand-ons. I'm assuming for a price point machine, there's a lot of people who would also enjoy the benefits of a price point sit down. Is that something you've looked at as well?
For sure, definitely. We have looked at a lot of things, man. Thankfully, the factory that we work with for the stand-ons has a variety of product. Like they are a big company in China. They you know could potentially work with us on some other products. Are we there yet? Maybe not. You know, like again, we've invested a lot of money into these stand-ons. And whilst I think that the stand-on market's really small, it's also asking for an entry-level, cost-effective product. The sit-down market, however, is a flooded market and has a lot of entry-level priced mowers already. They may be shit, but to try and convince people that your product is better, that can be challenging in a flooded market.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Very true. It's funny. So can I ask, are the prices that are coming out, the pre-sale prices, is that an introductory price or are they going to increase? Because we saw like with the right that came in was the same price. And then I know it's different because fucking COVID just turned everything turbo. But, you know, they're what's a 32 standard B worth now? Like 16? 16.9?
Yeah, probably around there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say probably
Yeah.
somewhere around there. I mean, I think maybe the Gravely is probably the price point driven at the moment.
Yep.
I could be wrong about
Okay.
that. I mean, I don't look into it all that much, but I think yeah, maybe the Gravely would be the price point. 13, 14?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty reasonable still. Like, I know the Gravely's a pretty popular machine, and it's growing like very fast. They seem to be, especially in our area. I don't know what it's like down there, but up here in Brisbane, we're seeing a lot of Gravely rolling around on trucks. So, yeah. But oh man, the first time I see one of your mowers out in the wild, I'm gonna be like, oh, fucking quick, slow down, take a photo. It was like that when we were driving around the US, and I saw someone with a Skag. I was just like hanging out the window trying to get a photo.
Exciting.
It's so exciting. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing, and maybe I have something wrong with me, but you know, whatever.
I just
so does everyone.
I just googled. Good night. I just googled 32's pro stance and I accidentally spelled it wrong and it came up with 32 prostate. That's some weird shit just came up.
I had one of those like 7 years ago. Fuck.
Yeah, the pro stance is definitely the price point at the moment. Retail is actually quite high. Retail is 16,499, but you can get some pretty good deals on them.
Oh yeah, fucking oath you can. Yeah, that's one thing that they're really good at is doing good deals. Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting, man. I'm really excited to see what you can do with it. Like, it's not every day a new mower comes to town, and it's always an exciting time for me. I definitely, I definitely want to get around it and see it at the expo, maybe.
For sure, we've already got plans for that. Yeah, but to like we kind of did a full backflip there, but. The pricing, that 9,999 will stay as long as we can hold it there for. Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody expects you to hold prices for years and years and years and just burn the ass out of your profit. It's ridiculous. Like everything's growing at like, you know, fucking exponentially. So
Yeah.
no one's going to expect you to hold that price point forever. But I just wasn't sure if that was a introductory price or if that's what you were going to sell them for the foreseeable future, like, you know, wherever it goes.
Yeah.
How
So
quickly do you think you're going to get rid of them? Because I think from what I saw last night, there's a lot of interest, and I'm sure that were you blown away at the feedback?
yeah, for sure. Like some people crack me up, you know, like some comments, you know, oh, it's just off Alibaba. It's like, mate, absolutely.
Yeah,
You can find anything on Alibaba,
yeah, you
you
can.
know.
It's just
Absolutely.
whether it's been touched before or not.
That's right. Whether it's good or not. Like again, like you can find anything anywhere. It's just what work you're willing to put into it. But definitely, like it was really reassuring. You know, I got some awesome support from people, and my phone blew up today, which is incredible.
Yep.
Um, Nothing negative from any of the suppliers, which is amazing. Most of them know. Like I've been super transparent, right? With all of my suppliers, they've all known for a long time that I've had it on the cards, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't been hiding anything. It's not new to them. Every supplier's known about it. So yeah, yeah, I think it would be good. Maybe be nice to sell out within 6 to 8 months, I guess, is sort of our
So
plan. Yeah.
you've got 40 or 50 on the water, or how many can you fit in a container?
We do have limited numbers in sizes because honestly, I can only go by personal experience in the shop, like what I've sold.
Yeah, well,
So,
that's what I was going to ask you, how many of each you've got going.
so
Because
we got,
a 42 size deck is the most popular size deck in Australia at the moment, isn't it?
yeah, but
Still.
honestly, like, there's 42 hasn't been an incredible popular option with the right. So I was like, I don't know, like, it's freaking me out. Maybe it's the price
Yeah,
because the
do
standard
they have
I
a
is expensive.
42? Do they have a 42 on the standard B, or is it just the
No,
Infinity that they've got?
it's just the
Yeah, see, that's
standard
the
I.
difference.
It's super
Yeah, so that's
expensive,
got a little
right?
bit higher. Yeah, so that might be why we're not seeing them move around a bit. But
Yeah.
no, it's so you've gone for some of the smaller ones.
So 24, maybe more. I can't remember the math. 24 or 30 32s, and
Yep.
then there's not that many 36s. There's only maybe 4 or 6 36s, 4 or 6 42s.
Okay, cool. So you're really banking on that 32 market, which is
It's
it's a
kind of the
pretty good
market.
market.
It's kind of the
Yeah,
market,
it's
man. It's kind of the driving force, right?
yeah,
My personal favorite size is the 36. I actually have a
yeah,
prototype 36 that we did most of the testing on, and that thing is a fucking beast, man. Like
yeah,
I've been slashing blocks with it, especially with our prototype blade system that we're talking about before, and I've been
yeah.
running over fucking trees like that, and just eating them up.
Really,
Yeah.
really,
Yep.
that's insane. So,
Yep.
how many hours do you reckon all up you put on all the prototypes?
I don't know, man. Like it's hard to say. Not that many. Like it's because I can't be out there every single day mowing.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah.
them
Did you
probably
throw them to any contractors?
a few, yeah. But to be quite honest with you, we only got our final prototype about a month ago.
Okay,
From like the actual changes that like the deck changes, engine, transmissions, everything like that. The other prototypes that we had, they're not that different, I guess. You could essentially call them the same or similar machine. Just the engines were smaller, transmissions were smaller, and they weren't standard blades. Um, but I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 hours. Yeah, I would just
well, that's
randomly jump on a mower and go.
just go for a buzz.
Yeah, I did
But normally, when you see faults, they're normally either in the first,
50
100 to 200 hours, aren't they? Like when you jump on the
earlier than
machine,
that.
or when you fucking hit a brick.
Yeah, earlier. So like normally most issues we see is between 10 and 50 hours.
Okay,
Mm.
that's a good thing to know. Like we do see like a lot of times, people will kick up a stink and go, this bloody thing. It's like I feel like some machines need to like I don't know get a feel for their driver. Because I know when I've been using a machine, I'll use a machine for 250 hours or something. And this is specifically with our 32. And then someone else will get on it, and all of a sudden, snap of fingers, not even half an hour, and they'll break a belt. I don't know if it's an operator thing or if it's different cut heights and different ways people mow, different ways people turn. But I feel like you do get in tune with the machine pretty quick. And I think you're right about that 1 to 50 hours.
Yeah, and we've tried to take a lot of that out too, because again, we can set them up from factory like we have in Australia.
Yeah.
I will pick on Skag for a second, and I'll with the disclaimer that it's nothing negative at all. It's just from a dealer experience, right? And it's the brand that I've sold the most standers of, so I have the most experience with, right? Yeah. So a Skag 32 V-Ride off the crate is not suited to our cutting method. I'll tell you that right now. The pitch of the deck is way off. If you're cutting at that, 3-inch mark, like most Americans will, it's perfect. Bang on.
Yeah.
But nobody in Australia cuts like that. So as a dealer or a Skag dealer, you need to be on it. You need to make sure that deck is pitched perfectly for the conditions that operator is going to be using it in. Otherwise, you will just break belts. I was on the phone to a customer, Michael, for a couple of hours, like a few weeks ago, just helping him pitch his deck for his conditions because he was breaking belts.
Yeah.
And you can't always blame the operator.
No.
And so a couple of hours later, we pitched his deck properly, and I think he's been pretty happy ever since. Like that stuff's really important.
Well, that's one thing that I've pitched to Ben, and I'll pitch it to you too. Someone needs to create a system that's like pitching decks made easy, basically. I want to cut, but I'll put the idea out there to people who have a bit more time than me. I eventually want to see something like that with a level, maybe, I don't know. Anyone out there, fucking take the idea, run with it, because I'm not developing it. That's a fucking prick of a thing to do. But no, I think like pitching your deck is something that people just don't do. And I don't know, is it standard for when you take a machine out of a crate? I know your methods might be different to everyone's, but is that like a standard thing for every dealer should be doing, is checking the pitch of a deck?
Always. Every brand, every mower, doesn't matter what. Everything. We should be checking everything on your deck. Mate, I've had Husqvarnas roll off a crate with a blade upside down.
I mean, these things happen. Like factories,
they're made by people.
There's people in there doing things, and people have people problems. Like, someone might have farted and ruined the vibe in the production line, and Samantha's put the blade on upside down, and away she goes. And someone in Australia is like, "Oh, my deck's all cut and skew if." It happens, all the time.
They're made by humans. Remember when we were in the Skag factory and I walked up to the lady who was building the Liberty Zs and I was like, "Can you stop putting the hour meter wire around the fuel line for me, please?" And she just looked at me like, yes, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, nice. Well, speaking of hour meters, so just like when I was saying bells and whistles before, I should have mentioned this earlier. Do you have like just a little standard hour meter or like a little 12-volt port, or are these things you can... I know Benny sells them. I'm not sure if you do, little 12-volt kits.
So you have an hour meter for sure. You'll also have a front light bar on it. Again, we've obviously limited...
it comes with lights.
It does come with a front light bar, yeah.
Nice.
We have limited functionality, right, to keep costs down. Like it doesn't have a fuel gauge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't have a fuel gauge, no.
Is a fuel tank behind the seat, behind the bolstered pad? Or is it on the
correct,
sides?
Yeah, but the spout comes out the side.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so you can fill it up from outside. You don't have to take the pad off. But yeah, so little things that we've done, like obviously, not adding a fuel gauge obviously keeps costs down and things like that. But on the other hand, like you'd think that a fuel gauge would be really cheap, but to integrate a fuel gauge into that fuel tank was going to cost us around about $380 or something off the top of my head.
Is that per mower?
Per mower. Because it was a full remold. Yeah, it was a full remold of the tank. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless we went with an electronic sender, which we didn't want to do. And so you look at that stuff and you go, well, it's a full tank remold. There's nowhere other way to put a fuel gauge in there. We would rather spend the money on something else. So the money that we saved on a fuel gauge, we actually put front solid non-pneumatic wheels on it.
Yeah, nice. I saw that in the video that I watched earlier. That's awesome. So your prototypes they were like not run flats. So now all of your mowers come with run flats now.
Yeah,
Or
on the
solid
front.
wheels.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I mean, if you integrated that fuel gauge, that would have taken your price point up to the same as a pro stance anyway. So yeah, that's yeah.
So little,
it's
you've got to,
hard to yeah.
yeah.
What do you
You've got to
keep?
find
What do you
compromise.
get rid of? Yeah. No, that's fair enough, man. And that's the thing with a price point machine. Like everyone who knows me, like I'm a big supporter of a Liberty Z. But then again, if you can spend that little bit extra, jump up to a Tiger Cat, there's so many bells and whistles that you don't have on a Liberty Z that you do on a Tiger Cat. Or like a Patriot or Freedom. Yeah. There's like every single bit of dollars makes a difference. So
100%.
that's why I always say, like, if you have it, buy the best machine you can with your budget.
Absolutely.
You know, no one wants to overcapitalize and burn their arsehole out. It's a really good thing. I think price point machines are cool, especially when they have high end components like this little beastie.
Yeah, if you can afford to buy a Skag V-Ride 32, then buy it. Because you're getting, like, if you look at the specs for specs, on a V-Ride 32, you're getting wheel and pump motor transmission, unbeatable, mate. You know, in the Kawasaki engine, it might be a bit smaller, 16 horsepower versus 26, you know, but it's Kawasaki, it's a great engine, it's a known brand. And so when you look at specs, you're getting fully serviceable spindles on a V-Ride 32. So if you can afford the 18 grand, 100% buy it because it's worth it, right? No doubt in my mind. Just like you said, if you can buy a Liberty Z36 or justify going to a Tiger Cat, go to the Tiger Cat, you know? Our machine is designed for the guys that can't justify the 18 grand. The guys that are sacrificing and going into a lawn tractor, for example. That's the market.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, it's good, man. It's a good thing you're doing, making sure everyone can cut grass efficiently. I can't wait to actually find out how fast they are because that's huge. Because they'll all be the same speed, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, look, top speed. I probably should actually put a GPS on it and wind them up. I think it's probably about 13 k's, somewhere around that.
That's
it's
pretty good,
standard.
man. Like that's faster than the B. I think the B's only do 11. So
yeah, but you could probably wind the bees up. Like it's all an adjustment.
Is it? Is it just a little tweak of the wrist?
But just again, most of the things that limit the speed of a mower is how far the lap bars can push them forward.
Oh, I wonder what I could do to the 61 V-Ride I got. I know there are some pretty insane speed. Like there's that Hustler SP is pretty intense. Like that's 26 k's an hour. I don't know if I want to do that on a stander. That'd be pretty wild, man. That's so cool, man. I'm really happy that it's finally time. And
time.
yeah. So you got something special for the show, mate?
Well, we're gonna have to drive it up to Brisbane next year.
Yeah, maybe you could do a roadshow like SME do.
Well, actually, it's funnily enough because we were actually thinking about putting the prototype on the road, as in like just strapping it. I was going to make like a custom skid for it, and then putting it on like on a road basically. Because Luke Smith was like, "Oh, you got to send it over here," and then you got to go. Well, I'm definitely keen to do that. So maybe like I was thinking, chuck on a skid. You know, it goes over to WA, then up to Darwin, then over to Queensland, you know, like on a bit of a roadshow by itself, and it just goes to different people and they can fucking put their stickers on it and have a play with it. And...
Send it to me first, it'd be cheaper. I couldn't imagine what it costs to send it to WA.
Actually, well, as part of this whole process, we've had to work out shipping for everywhere.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a big thing.
We've had to cost shipping, right? Because everybody thinks shipping costs nothing. People's expectations on shipping is a warped reality, by the way.
Yeah. Well, when I first started, it cost me $400 to send a machine from Brisbane to Sydney. Well, Newcastle. It wasn't even Sydney. It wasn't even all the way down the coast. So, yeah. It's not a cheap fucking adventure.
Nah. And so with that pricing, again, like that entry level price or that entry to market price is including shipping. Caveat to your depot. If you want it to your door, you pay extra because tailgate is fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
but we costed like and we will have, by the way, after the pre-orders, we will have fixed shipping too. So that's one thing that we probably should talk about is that to get a mower, one of our mowers to WA to a depot is going to cost us about $1,600 on a skid.
whoa. It's not
Yeah.
cheap.
No.
So that's once the pre-sale's done, that's added into the cost. I'm guessing?
No, we're going to have fixed price shipping.
Okay, nice.
So fixed price shipping will basically be, Nicole, can you nod at me if I get this correct? 500 to depot and 800 to doorstep.
I can see her nodding in the reflection behind you.
You
Very
also see us
good.
giving a tub of ice cream too?
Oh, are you sharing?
No.
No, that's cool, man. So yeah, you've pretty much thought of everything, which is awesome. Are you gonna try and upsell everyone and put a tracker in it and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Trackers and everything.
Definitely.
I got Simon Turtleman coming down to change his tracker out tomorrow morning.
Very cool. Everything fits on it. Grass flap, Catch Pro, Pro Shield, everything that you can think of that's on the market right now. You've tried to put it on.
Actually, I haven't tried the Pro Shield on the 32. Benny, if you're listening, please send me a free one so I can test it.
You don't have one down there?
No,
Take it off,
no,
Turtle.
no.
I don't know what he has on either.
He's got a he's got a Pro Shield. The Catch Pro will be no drill too. On I'm pretty sure.
Straight shoot.
Yeah, oh no, wait, sorry, incorrect. You will have to drill the hole for the pin. Didn't think of that.
Easy.
But I think maybe the 42 is a. I'm pretty sure now. I can't remember, but anyway, at least the 32 and 36 are just a straight bolt on, like straight hook on.
Yeah,
which is sick.
What's a minimal change like a hole? Like if you wanted them to punch that hole in China, how much would that cost you? Like something minimal like that.
Nothing.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing.
I thought it'd be
purely,
like building a bathroom. They'd be like, "Oi, that's $900 each mower."
No, when I'm just going to plug a charger into my computer. Nicole, where is the charger? Can you please find it for me? Oh look, my wallet is in here though.
No.
The company that we work with is actually pretty awesome. So changes like that, like simple laser cutting, it's really nothing. Yeah,
That's good.
It's the plastic components that are expensive, right? Because these factories don't manufacture plastic components themselves; they outsource. So any molding with plastics becomes really expensive. Yeah, and quantities.
Yeah, quantity and plastic molding. Because I know Ben back in the day was thinking about making the Catch Pro out of plastic, and the mold was just insane. Yeah, like got to remember, I've been with Benny since conception. So
yeah, for sure.
It was just too expensive. So I'm glad that he went with aluminium. I think it's a much more robust material, and I think I would have destroyed a lot of plastic catches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look, everything is quantity in China, eh? Like I can't express that enough. And you think that you're doing, like, you think the numbers that you give them, and they're just like, nah, mate.
So they really do squeeze you for everything,
mate. We were sitting and by the way, when we went to China, this factory, mate, these people, phenomenal, man. Picked us up from the airport at midnight, drove us 2 hours to our hotel, booked us in, handled everything. Hotel, amazing. Like, our experience with the factory has been nothing short of just like one of the best experiences of my entire life. Like, I would live in China. This place is amazing. The people are amazing, mate. Awesome.
Cool. And how were they, like, any Like, was there a language barrier? Like, everything you have like put forward, they understood and they were more than happy to do, or were they like a little bit protective about their product because like they, or you can just do whatever you want as long as you pay the bill?
There was definitely a language barrier with some people, but the owners of the factory are fluent English.
Yep.
The engineer Mao is a little bit short of English, but getting heaps better. But Nicole speaks Mandarin, so
What can't Nicole do?
I don't know, man. Like fucking, she's a superhero.
Yeah.
What can't you do?
Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, she can't do Christmas tree lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I fir-
Yeah,
when I
I get stuck with that job every year too. Don't worry about it.
no. When I first met Nicole, she'd put the Christmas tree up, and the dog chewed through the wires, and she didn't understand how wiring works, so she just went to join them back together, but she twisted all of the wires back together.
Oh, that could have been a wild Christmas.
Mm.
Wow. Oh well, I mean, lucky you were there to put out the fire if there was one, or
No, luckily it didn't get turned on.
untwist them, or did you just get new ones?
Just they went in the bin, mate. I was just like, fuck this.
Just get new ones, yeah. Once you pull a few lights off in rage trying to get them out or untangle them, it's just they're destined for the bin. I mean, if they could, if I thought it was cost versus time, I think maybe I would have thrown a few more sets out over the years. But
100%.
something about I don't know. My ADHD is very specific, and I love sitting and untangling shit. Isn't that just a fucking weird thing? I literally, Chloe pulled a about 6 necklaces out of a drawer the other day, and they were in a ball. It was like insane, and I sat down for about an hour and a half just undoing them all. And I was just so content.
You're giving me PTSD just thinking about it.
Maybe I should just go and work in a wire factory or something.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. Yeah. But no, like again, like the factory was Nicole was obviously amazing to have there because I would have just died by myself. But they were so receptive. They always have been though, like because I've been working with them for a couple of years. They were always so receptive about every change that we made, and they could see the benefit in it.
Yep.
And while we were there, we tried out every machine they produced.
Oh, cool.
And I just picked their shit to pieces. And like not in a negative way. They didn't take it negatively. Like they could see my passion. Like they loved me because I was just like, nah, mate, this is shit. You need to do this. You need to do that. And you just see the engineers just writing down notes. Like all of these changes. Like I tried their whole product line and just picked them to pieces.
Yeah. Well, we know that they are quite good at taking products and rebranding them. Have you got an agreement where they cannot reproduce your specific mower, or can they just make it, sell it into the market themselves, or?
Not really. Like yes and no. Like again, with China, you never have a trade agreement. So if they find someone that offers them a lot more money, then they're just going to take it, right?
Yeah.
You'd hope that doesn't happen, and you'd hope that your personal relationship with it is strong. I'm not the only one building standards out of this factory. There's another brand in America, and feel free to Google it. It's called Razor, done by a company called Marriott Hardware, I think. Yeah, and they do a lot of them. Funnily enough, they just take them as they come from the factory. No changes.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
weird.
Wild.
Because they're not good mowers. I mean, like they're okay straight off the production line, like as they were, but they're not like they're running like ZT. Maybe they're like 1800 transmissions or 2200s. The engines are small. The decks are not standard. Like just weird stuff.
Is it the same brand of engine? Engine? The same brand and everything, or is it?
That's the only thing they do weird is that they run Lonsin, which Lonsin, funnily enough, just got absorbed by Zhongshen. but they actually get them as well with no engines in them, and they put Kawasaki's because Kawasaki's is so cheap in America.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wild.
And so they get them shipped with no engines and put little quackers in them. So, but fundamentally, like the machines are very unedited from the production line. Yeah. So, but what I was going to say to you, we were sitting there because they wine and dine you, mate. Like they wine and dine you. So they have a full catered lunch for us, and we're sitting there with the lazy Susan, you know, the thing that spins around with all the food on it.
Yeah.
And one of the guys asked me, he's like, "Oh, how many mowers you sell per year?" And I go, "Oh, I don't know, like from all my suppliers." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe 100, 150." And he goes, "Oh, is that it?" And "Oh, yeah,
You just got fucking schooled, mate.
yeah."
Just laughing at you at the lunch table. Oh no. But did you say, hey, fucking, we only have 27 million people in our country. You've
Yeah,
got
I
fucking
felt,
more than that in one of your major cities.
I was like,
Leave me
fuck
alone.
the inadequacy that I felt. I was like, my penis is so small right now.
Oh no. Fuck, that's so good though. It's honesty sometimes is the best policy, sometimes not so much.
Yeah, not so much. Hurt my feelings, but a little bit okay.
Not so much. Oh, dude. Well, mate, I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see what you've got coming. Hopefully we get to see one up here in Brisbane and I can fucking jump on and give it a go. Is there any weight restrictions?
No,
Thank
none.
fuck for that.
I've actually just added some extra springs onto the platform for extra
Oh,
comfort.
cool. One thing I should ask, are you going to have 36 tires for the 32?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Actually, I don't even
No?
know.
Yep.
Yeah, they will fit over. Yeah, of course. Like, I actually
Right.
haven't done I haven't done my spare parts catalog yet. Even though obviously the mowers are going live tomorrow.
Will the
I've
spare
actually got
parts
a,
go on the website, the MowTech website, or onto Mower merch?
I actually haven't decided yet. I'd probably go both.
Yep.
Yeah, but probably this weekend I need to sit down and do my parts order. So thank you for reminding me to add 36 wheels and tires.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm always here to help.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, bro. I'll let you get back to it. I know that you pooped, and it's been a big couple of years, and I'm pretty certain it's going to be even bigger than Ben-Hur in the next couple of weeks at least. But yeah, I'm really happy. I hope everything goes well. And yeah, we'll have you on maybe in another 6 months because I know you've just been on recently, but I didn't actually know that these were punching out this quick. But yeah, I'll have you on in like 6 months and we can have a chat and see what's doing. Like finally get to see the thing in the flesh.
Yeah, man. Like, and we're so it's pretty nerve-wracking, right? Like you can do all the testing in the world and you just hope that to God that they're going to be a good thing. I mean, all the testing we've done, we've just been so happy with them. But time will tell. The end users will obviously give us their feedback, and I'm sure there's going to be some things we can change and make them better over the next couple of orders and years. And we just want to grow this brand to like I don't know, household name. I think it's going to be really cool.
Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for spending the afternoon with me. Thank you,
You're
Nicole,
welcome.
for letting him hang out with me for a bit.
She gave you the thumbs up.
Awesome. All right, bro. Well, I'll catch up with you soon. We'll talk, and yeah, best of luck with everything.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.